This is one of my quick recipes that can be done in less than half an hour. And who doesn't want a recipe that is quick and delicious? Both. I'm doing pork caprese. You can also substitute the pork with chicken breasts, and that will be great. This is actually the traditional is chicken breast, but we like pork, so I'm doing it with pork. I have 2 pork chops here, boneless pork chops. I have 3 cloves of garlic, 1 tomato chopped into cubes, some mozzarella that I have sliced to be ready for me, basil, lemon juice. And my way of doing it, I also am going to show you a few tricks that I alter in this recipe. But first thing, I will drizzle the tomatoes with some vinaigrette. This is wine vinaigrette with olive oil and some salt and Dijon mustard. You can do whatever salad vinaigrette you like, but drizzle a little bit in the tomato. That will let the tomato flavor the pork or the chicken from the inside a little bit better, and the acidity will make the pork cook much faster as well, and it adds so much more flavor as well. So for the pork, what I'm gonna do is put some fresh ground pepper and fresh ground salt, and I'll do it both sides. Just like that. If you see here, I opened a little hole in it with a sharp knife. I used a knife that can go all the way through. It needs to be sharp. Now inside, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the tomatoes, some basil and mozzarella. First, I will also crush 1 garlic to put it on the tomatoes, and that will flavor the pork from the inside as well. Every time I say pork, think also chicken breast, because that's completely up to you what you use. So I take it and I add the tomatoes inside. Those tomatoes I'm going to be cooking, so it's okay to use that spoon that so I put 2 teaspoons in there. I will put 2 leaves of basils, 3 leaves, it's up to you, and a piece or 2 of mozzarella, and just, you can seal it with a toothpick too. I'll do the same with the second one. And now those, we will sear them with olive oil on the stove. I have heated my pot here. I will add a little bit of olive oil, about 3 to 4 tablespoons. I have 2 pork chops over here. So into this, I will add the pork chop, and I will sear each side for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, now I had it like about 3 minutes on one side. I'm gonna pick it up and turn it to sear from the other side. We'll wait another 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'll show you what next. Okay, now I had it like 2-3 more minutes on the other side. See how nice and golden it is? At this point, here's a second. At this point, I will add the tomatoes And I will reduce the heat to medium instead of medium high. Into this, I will also add 2 cloves of garlic, or 1 clove, it's up to you how garlicky you like it. I think this clove was pretty big, so I'm gonna be satisfied with 1. And I will reduce the heat to low. Since those pork chops are thick, very thick, I want them to cook all the way through. I'll cover and I'll cook them for 4 to 5 minutes, and then I will be adding the basil and a little bit of lemon juice. I will cover and let it cook on low for about 10 minutes or so. You check it and you will know. Now, as the pork is slow cooking to be completely cooked, I washed the basil, pre-washed basil. I stacked them up, all the leaves, and I'm gonna roll them. And this is an easy way to chiffonade them. It's called chiffonade. Slicing them like this, because that's what I'm gonna add to the pork after it's cooked. And it's gonna wilt from the steam and the heat, and it's gonna flavor it further more. Now, regarding the method, the stuffing of the pork, you can also just slice the pork or the chicken breast really thin, saute them, and then add the tomatoes with the garlic and everything, and cook them. And at the end, add the basil, put the mozzarella on top, cover, and let the mozzarella melt. And here you go. You have chicken or pork caprese without needing to stuff or wait that 10 minutes to cook all the way through. It's gonna be done much easier too. That's another choice. It's up to you what you choose to do and how easy you want your meal to be. At this point, my pork have cooked. It's looking great. I will just squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. I will add the basil. And just make sure that all the basil and the lemon juice and the tomatoes are all over, and they are ready to be served. And that took altogether from beginning to end a little less than 20 minutes. Let's try them. Okay, time to dish our pork. All those juices all around. You can add a little bit of fresh pepper if you wish. Taste for the salt. If you need, you can add salt. And you have a beautiful and delicious pork caprese.